Those gifts came from God. The Bible says that we don't have anything that we did not receive, and those advantages and those opportunities, I feel like were planned for our lives, for His purposes, and they're not for us, they're to be shared. And so that's the kind of legacy that I would like to leave with my family.
Are you proud that you served your country?
Oh, certainly. Yeah, and
Would you do it again?
yeah, I'd do it again. Because I can swim like a dog.
I'm convinced that if your window of living is shrunk and you choose to look at only the negatives and to be depressed, you're pretty much done anyways, because you're not enjoying life. I do think a positive outlook certainly helps, and I do think that it can potentially extend your lifespan. But I would say even if it doesn't, you might as well have fun while you're here.
Have a bucket list and do things on those bucket lists, and see things, and don't say, oh, I don't want to do that, I'll do it later. So don't wait until you have cancer to do something you've always wanted to do. Just do it.
So it kind of helps people get out of their own way a little bit and recognize that creativity is not just for a few people. There's no barrier to entry, right? I mean, if you can grab a pack of crayons, you can be creative and you can get artistic with it. And it's such a freeing and healing space to be in when you can just create and flow and be curious and just observe what's coming out of you instead of judging it the whole time.
My mom, she gave this to me. It's a newspaper clipping from when I was in Head Start. And it's all for this little girl right here. I'm closer to achieving that goal than I've ever been in my entire life. To go through what I went through and to make it out and to be at the very, very bottom, not know where you're gonna sleep, not know where you're gonna eat, not know where you're gonna shower. It's hard to get back on your feet, but you can do it. I know. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I came through all that. There was a time in my life where I couldn't smile, like really smile, and now I realized a couple of days ago that I'm happy. I'm really, genuinely happy now. And I just want to be a light in the dark.
I definitely think giving back is important, because I don't think you should really ever take anything for granted, which is really easy to do when you live a busy lifestyle. So I think giving back to the community kind of gives you a sense of purpose in a way, versus just working every day and making enough money to pay the bills. Now you can actually do something you love and that you're passionate about. You can give back to the community and at the same time help out others who maybe aren't as fortunate as you are.
A place where their child will always be remembered. I think that's, as a parent of someone who's lost a child, I think one of the things we fear is that our child will be forgotten, and this is a place that those children will always be remembered. But it's also a very serene, peaceful, prayerful place to sit and think and reflect and remember.
There's the little phrase about having a baby changes everything, and losing a baby changes so much more. Our worldviews don't have a space for a child to die. To be a 24-year-old picking out a burial plot for your child, that's just not part of what you have room for in your worldview. And so it crumbles everything. You have to rebuild your whole frame. It challenges your spirituality. It challenges your very existence. And so it's a lot of work. It's a lot of rebuilding. So I learned pretty quick that one of the things that was most helpful was to be able to reach out to other people, to make something better in somebody else's life in honor of Locke's life. That's kind of where Locke's legacy was born.